The Fitzgibbons farm looks like a normal, everyday farm. Tractors, farmers, crops, a lazy cat named Dragon, even a family of mice named the Frisbees. But look a little closer and you'll find this farm has some unexpected inhabitants. Hello and welcome to Talking Up Books. I'm your host, Mrs. Sullivan. On today's show, we'll be talking about a wonderful book that I hope you'll want to read. Mrs. Frisby and the Rats of Nim, written by Robert C. O'Brien, is a classic fantasy book. If you like animals who talk and adventure with a splash of mystery, this book is for you. We start our story with a mother mouse, Mrs. Frisby, who is worried that her youngest son, Timothy, won't survive the move from their winter home to their summer home. You see, Timothy is sick, but the family must move or they will be run over by the plows that will be readying the land for the crop planting. Mrs. Frisby risks her life to make the long trek to Mr. Ages, a wise old mouse who would surely know what to do. Mr. Ages gives Mrs. Frisby some medicine in hopes that will mend Timothy's sickness. On the return trek home, Mrs. Frisby saves a crow named Jeremy from certain demise by the cat, Dragon. In return, Jeremy promises to help Mrs. Frisby any way he can and says that he thinks the old owl will be able to give Mrs. Frisby some help. But owls eat mice, right? Mrs. Frisby isn't so sure, but she will do anything to help her son. Jeremy flies Mrs. Frisby to the owl's home. At first, the owl does not want to help Mrs. Frisby. However, as she is leaving, he finds out that she is the widow of Jonathan Frisby. This changes something in the owl, but what? He tells Mrs. Frisby to go see the rats. They will know what to do. The rats? How could they help Mrs. Frisby? Well, that's where I stop and where you begin. If you are curious as to what happens to Mrs. Frisby and Timothy, if you are intrigued to find out more about the rats and what makes them special, if you are fascinated by the adventure that ensues, well, this book is for you. Who wants to read this book?
I'm already reading it.
Well, that's it for Talking Up Books. Happy reading, folks.